Hello and welcome back to Martin's Adventure. Today we're here in front of Lone Depot Park, home of the Miami Marlins MLB team, as we're here to see Marlins Fest 2026. And here is the sculpture. That was the sculpture that used to be inside the stadium, and when they switched ownership a few years ago, was moved outside the stadium. A lot of people did not like that sculpture. And then here is the outer part of Fan Fest 2026. You have some booths giving out stuff. You could throw pitches, batting cages outside here. This was held on this past Saturday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. There was a lot of different little booths. You get stuff. They have dollar hot dogs in one of these booths. You could take a picture with the World Classic baseball trophy, which is the Championship of Nations. That's going to be held this year now in March here at Lone Depot Park, home of the Miami Marlins baseball team. And there's a PNC Bank there giving away stuff. You have some games you can play with some of these, and now some of these booths from these advertisers in the outside of the stadium. Here, take a picture with the Marlin cheerleaders or dance team. This is a little promenade that they have outside. There's a big screen there that they have outside, or during game days, games played outside. People that can't get in can watch it outside. University of Miami had a booth set here. You had to spin a roulette, and then you win a prize. The number you get is whatever. So it's like you win the prize in the locker. Like this kid won that floppy hat of the Hurricanes. And as we walk this way, it was funny. I got here behind the line, and I got tapped on the shoulder. The line was another 50 people deep behind me. So I got on line. And then whatchamacallit here, we have more little sitting area. There's a DJ here playing music. That's why it's the music you hear. And if we walk this way, here's where you take the picture with the trophy. You also, there's like a little batting cages on the opposite side, sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods. We'll take a look momentarily at that. Here is the World Classic Trophy. World Baseball Classic Trophy. It'll be held here this year. You can go inside that truck and take a picture with it. There's the DJ I was telling you about. Last year they had a whole stage here with performers playing. This year they opted to just have a DJ playing music. That's easier and more economical enough to set up a whole stage. And let's see what we go to next. Fighting Fish there. Marlins logo there. That is a little hot dog thing. This is looking at the opposite direction. See, more people are coming in now than before when I started filming. Those big, that's the garage back there, one of them, the home plate garage. Here's the Marlins team store. So here, let's go into the Marlins team store and let's look around. We have this little section behind here, closed off. The store expanded more to the right there. That's where they did the customization of jerseys and stuff. But they have that area closed off today. And then here you see a lot of the Marlins gear, different types. You have this style. They have the classic styles. They have the Marlins have changed. Now teams have a lot of uniforms, and not like the 305 ones. Before it used to be you had the go away and the home jersey. Now teams have the classic look, the modern look, the vice look. They have all these different uniforms they wear throughout the season. So there's a lot of different jerseys here to pick from, a lot of different shirts, a ton of different hats here in the back wall of the team store here. And like I checked some of these out, some price range from $44 to $59 for the hats, for the caps. I believe this one right here, with Marlins going upward, were $54.99. And this one as well. All three were $54.99, which I found it a little bit expensive. I have this cap, but with the not the flat in the front, the oval, from when it used to be the Florida Marlins, when they used to play at Joe Robbie Stadium or Hard Rock, now where the Dolphins and Hurricanes play. Before they built their own stadium, this one was $54 as well. And then there's just a quick look here at the team store here at Lone Depot Park, home of the Miami Marlins. More caps here. And this you go into like the women's section and men's on the back wall there. Here you have some little goodies and little gadgets, little toys you can buy, little souvenirs. Back here they have like Xbox uh, truck that you can actually play video games. You can play Mario Kart, you can play Madden, you can play different sports there on the controls. Back here they have some batting cages, sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods. That's the line for the kids to go in and try out the batting cage. And then as we come this way, we see we just went inside the stadium, went upstairs the escalator, and it says welcome with like a giant ticket on the top with the 2 trophies on the side. Here they have one of the restaurants that has a live band performing inside of it. This restaurant's always packed during the season. It's like a bar slash grill. Derby Grill, I believe it's called. And back there they have a band playing. Right there. Now if you pan the other way, now here we look down the concourse here, and we see all the concession stands for the food and beverages all throughout. On the left side, you can look like you saw a glimpse of the water. You can look straight into the field from anywhere in the stadium as you're getting your food and stuff and your snacks. Here is one of the mascots. That's not Billy the Marlin, but that's one of those roosters that run. Maybe it's during the 6th inning that run around the outfield in a race with Billy the Marlin or the Flash or whoever they have running against or a fan. And that's what that is. Now here's a glimpse of the stadium from inside where the concession areas are, with the roof open and the windows open in the background, so you see the skyline there of downtown Miami and Brickell and the outside. Now as you can see, the outfield is filled with people. Before they only used to allow people to run the bases and stuff, little kids, but there's a lot of people in the outfield, which is pretty cool. Let me see, I'll work myself down there to be on the field, and there you have a view of Home Run Alley there. And the big screen up there, they're showing off a new new Marlins jersey, but it's a hockey jersey. And here are the seats. This is from behind home plate here, and you can see the whole field, the whole baseball. Now here's some part of my cheesesteak restaurant here. These are some of the vendors here. There's another Fanatics team store here on this level. There's the main one outside. There's a couple on the inside, and this is one of them. Let's go check it out. It's a small one though. As we walk through here, follow all this queue line that they had, and here you see a Florida Marlins sweatshirt. You see they have a lot of retro stuff because now they're called the Miami Marlins. It used to be the Florida Marlins. And here more Marlins t-shirts and some jerseys and some stuffed animals, baseballs. Here, teddy bears at this little Fanatic store. I like the floors, the wood floors. Here's some jerseys here for sale. Here is the rooster taking some pictures. It does like the running around the outfield, the 6th inning. Here we have a pizza place, large pizza concession booth here. The Diamond Dough is called, and you see it's 2 sections, one on each side of that column. Very large pizza booth. Here are the views you can get from while you're ordering your food. You can still see the game going on. Here we have Apple Taco, or Opal Taco, presented by Goya. Cocina Mexicana, it says. And they have nachos, tacos, quesadillas there. As we continue walking this way, here it says come down this way. This is the way to access the field. So let's go down. So I'm going with the rest of these folks in the line down to the field. Look how many people are already in the outfield there, folks. Let's go check it out. See, the roof is open, which is fantastic. Still going down along first base, working myself down to the field. And then around the bases, see little kids running the bases there. To run the bases, you're only allowing little kids. Everything else you can get into. All the different levels. Up there where I sat for opening game last year. You come this way, walk around between the foul line and the seats. on the warning track. Now on the field, one thing that I am shocked, they always had natural grass. Here they have put turf in, folks. I guess that's why everybody's on the field. They have turf now. I don't know if this is just for the World Baseball Classic in March, and then they're going to put the field back in. Not sure. That's always pretty shocked that they have turf now. Here they're throwing a toss, like if you're an outfielder, they have the pitching machines. The ball to go straight up in the air, like a fly ball, and then you try to catch it. And then there's a lot of people just hanging around, talking, taking pictures. But let's continue walking toward the middle. Now, my family's here. My wife is somewhere down here in the field, so it's my sister-in-law and her husband and her child. Sorry. Their child, they're down there somewhere. Gotta go find them. I heard they're by the bullpen. Now, here is some of the players being interviewed. This is on the field, and you have a seat there and ask them questions to the players. And they also had the zoo guy, Ron Miguel, there also. Very famous down here locally. He's the zoo man. And from Zoo Miami, the zoo here in Miami, Florida. But he is there also with the baseball players. He's the one at the end on the right. So let's continue walking. You have a seat there, ask questions, listen to the interviews. There's a lot of people tossing balls out here. And you have to be careful you don't get hit by a ball. There's some ball toss games going on. And then here you see the baseball diamond right there in the middle. This is where the kids are running around the bases. Some views here. I love that the windows are open here. And there's the Ron Miguel guy with a snake around his neck there. We're talking about snakes. Now the whole, as you can hear, it's all heard all over the stadium. The kids are playing here with the bat and the ball. So we continue walking around here between second and center field. Here they have, like in the left field, they have some batting cages where you could be there and bat. And that inside here, this is one of the restaurants under the Mr. Glass sign. That's where they used to have the pool. I don't know if they still have the hot tubs in the pool there, but that's where they used to be. A lot of changes I've done here to the stadium lately. And beside having the restaurant there and the bar, also on the bullpen here, the visitors bullpen on this side, some of the Marlins players are in there signing autographs. So that's the line to get into to get autographs. Here's on the other side too. Over there at the other end, the other entrance to the bullpen, they have by the foul pole, there's all players there signing autographs as well. Here for Fan Fest. We're walking on the warning track in the outfield. You see the big line for autographs. I'm going to continue walking down. Let's see if we could get into the dugouts. Let's go check them out. Continue walking down. Pretty cool. I really like being out here in the outfield. Also, there was a fireworks show at the end. I can't stay all the way to the end for the fireworks show, but at 8 p.m. they're having a fireworks demonstration. Continue walking, going around toward the first base. There you see other players being interviewed right now. And Ron Miguel's still talking. Most of the questions are to the zoo man. A lot of families here with their kids. Pretty great event here by the Marlins here, Miami Marlins MLB team. Now here is one of the dugouts. It's a visitor's dugout. They have it closed. You can't go in. You can walk right near it. Some of the stools that they have in the dugout. The bench there. Lone Depot Park. That's the name of the stadium. We have the naming rights. There's more seats here along the edge of the dugout. Here in the visitors' dugout, folks. There are the phones, bullpen, press box, and if you want to replay. Three phones there. That's where you put your bats, your helmets. Here's the rooster again, coming in, climbing over the fence. Walking on top of the dugout. I was calling him there. Here's the Marlins logo behind home plate.
It's hard to tell.
And if you walk this way, you have like a batting cage also there. Here's some of the seats behind home plate. I sat up there smack in the middle on the second level that has a balcony during the Yankees game last year. There's a video that I did last year when the Marlins beat the Yankees, and I was sitting up there. I got very lucky. Now this is the Marlins dugout. It is open to the fans, so I came in. You look at the phones right there, the bench. Took some pictures down here with the family. The video. That's pretty cool. This is my second time ever in the dugout. I came here. They had a gala here 3 or 4 years ago. All the tables were set out there in the outfield. They had a concert going on and a dance floor, a bit of dance and everything. And the dugout was open for pictures, so I remember sitting in the dugout with some of my friends and taking pictures. And a big party, the fundraiser that they had. But here, you see the little kids running the bases. Now I'm back inside. This is a tribute to the Orange Bowl. This is where the Miami Orange Bowl used to be, home of the Dolphins and Hurricanes before they moved to Hard Rock Stadium. A lot of history. And this side where the Orange Bowl was here. And so they have that column there with all some of the history. Here's another team store. They want a Fanatics team store. This is just a team store. And then here's something new, Sweet Spot, ice cream shop. Now back here they used to have the trophies you could go see, but now they have some food concessions there. More people, some views of the people on the field. I hear a hot dog vendor, pretzel vendor. So I walk toward the open windows here of the stadium. Now here's a view out of the windows toward downtown and Brickell areas of Miami. And we'll take a look now. I'm going to find a good spot here. Let's look outside and zoom in. And as you can see here, we'll zoom in. You'll see all the skyscrapers from downtown Miami and the Brickell area all the way in the back. These two buildings right here, this is Pitbull, the singer school. A middle school and high school, Slam 1, Slam 2, I think they're called. And they're right there, just a couple blocks, 2 blocks from Lone Depot Park here. Here's the Home Run Harbor area. This walkway here where they usually have the windows closed because they have the AC on and the roof closed, but today they have it open because they're going to have fireworks. And here you see more views from the downtown area and Brickell areas of Miami. Great views, clear skies today here. Beautiful views of the downtown area. Now here we're looking back out into the outfield. See the folks, here's where they're asking questions to the players. Right there, right now, I believe the team president and the manager of the team are speaking to the audience. They're sitting there and they're allowing questions. So it's question and answer section. Moment, time. Here's like a little Billy's Bites. This little section here is for kids' meals. Ice cream and sweets for kids. Across from the Billy playground area where they have like these little houses with slides and stuff for the kids for in the game. They can come here and play. Then after that, we have the Bobblehead Museum where they have bobbleheads from the Marlins and all the other teams as well. As you look around the whole entire bobblehead. Here's Heritage Celebration series games they're going to have throughout the season. So Mexican night is May 2nd, Cuban night May 23rd against the Mets. You got USA against Cleveland July 11th, Venezuelan night, Colombian night, Dominican night, Puerto Rican night, and so on. And then you see here the bobbleheads all moving up and down here in here's the Billy Marlins section. So here are the bobbleheads as I go all around the thing. So this is a great display case because every few seconds it does like a little jiggle. So all the bobbleheads keep on moving their heads. Where every few often there's some light bulbs there that are turned off right now, but they just start moving. It's pretty cool. Great bobblehead museum. They've moved it a couple times throughout the years to different locations, but it's been here the last few years in the same spot. I think they should get a secondary one because they have a lot of bobbleheads. And I think there used to be more in it. They have removed some of them, I guess, to add new ones. But they should get another one and continue putting more bobbleheads. It's pretty cool. It always has a lot of people looking around it here at Marlins Fest and during baseball games. Try to find I have that one, Jim Leland, when we won the championship. I've had like 6 bobbleheads I think I've collected throughout the years. But this is, like I said, folks, Marlins Fest 2026. A lot of fun. A lot of last year we played. We didn't make the playoffs. We finished 71, I think. Sorry, 79 and 84. We almost ended up at 500. We were not in last place, so that was good. So let's see how we can do a little bit better this year and try to make the playoffs. At least that's a wild card. That's what I'm hoping for. Andy Van Slyke there from the Pirates, one of my favorite players growing up. Because I grew up as a Pirates fan. There was no Miami Marlins back then, or Florida Marlins. Marlins started in '92, I think it was their first season here, '91, '92. But I grew up as a Pirates fan. This is Familia Fabs, basically peanuts, nachos, popcorn and stuff. And here's usually when they have the 4 for 4 that brings 4 tickets, 4 popcorns, 4 cokes, 4 peanuts. That's where you go get them. And this concession stand right here. And we have another concession stand here for hand battered tenders that battered up. And you have chicken tenders and chicken sandwiches in this one and fries. Here we have another team store number 3, folks. Here, but this one only does customized jerseys. So you get the jersey you want, and they'll customize it, put your name on it on the back or whatever you want to write on it. The phrase. Here we have Top Dog, hot dog place. We have here the Foul Pole, which is like a little batting cage here for kids. It was a pretty good time here at Marlins Fest. I recommend people to go. It's free. And I hope next year I'll be here again. I intend to be here and do some videos of several games. Look how many people are still in the field. I love that. I love that this year folks were allowed on the field. In the past, only the people that were running, the little kids with the parents running the bases, were allowed. But this year, everybody was. This is fantastic. I really enjoyed it. And folks, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Leave comments of anything you'd like to see, and I'll try to do it. And also check out the sister channel, Martin's Carnival channel, where we only talk about carnivals and fairs. So check that channel too, Martin's Carnival channel. And thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you on the next one. Appreciate all of you watching. Oh, here's the minor league mascot taking pictures.